Hey guys, how are we this morning? Got a special guest here with me today, Dr. Ron Ehrlich. He's someone who's inspired me for a long time. I think we worked it out, it's around 14, 15 years, Ron, that we've known each other.
That's right. That's exactly it.
So if you're tuning in for the first time, guys, we'll get into it. We're going to talk and mode, make this all interactive and practical. So you want to get that massage ball into the foot, Ron. Loosen up that plantar fascia and stand up quickly. Yeah, get on that. If you're at home and you've got a tennis ball, get on that, make it happen. So Ron, just quickly while we're doing this, you had a calf, ankle, foot thing going on, yeah? Remember you talked?
Oh, that was a while ago.
That's all.
Yeah, I've got over that. Yeah, I got over that. That was okay. I found that skipping had really thrown me out a bit, so I've kind of restricted that. But no, my joints are doing pretty well, actually.
That's awesome, man. So we worked out. I think I met you the first time at that when you brought Sally Fallon out with Nourishing Australia. So that would have been, what was that? 2000. We'll come down and do the calves and the perennial. tibialis anterior.
That was about I think that was about 2006.
Jeez.
And you were in that meeting, and we connected afterwards through Vicky Poulter, who is just the most amazing networker, and she's been my partner. With her husband Tim, we started something called Nourishing Australia, and that's dedicated to healthy soils, healthy farms, healthy food, healthy animals, healthy people, healthy planet.
And just
what a novel idea!
So important now more than ever. Or it's always been important, but it's just so beautiful. And then you're a holistic dentist, probably one of the best in the world, and pretty amazing what you've been doing for 35 years.
Well, I try.
Which is pretty phenomenal, and it's just so important for people, now with all the challenges that they're having, just to take that holistic approach. And you're also the president of the Australasian College of Nutritional and Environmental Medicine. And
That's right. We've got a pretty amazing event coming up, a 9-week online conference, and we wouldn't attempt something like that unless we knew we had a captive audience, and we do. We know that, and we've got not only a captive audience, but we've got an audience globally that are focused on their health, and I think we're pretty confident of that too. But the conference title, and we thought of this actually in June last year, our committee, it was called Environmental Disruptors Rising to the Challenge. But we have pivoted and brought everything forward with that. Well, we were going to be, anyway, it's now called Environmental and Viral Disruptors Rising to the Challenge, Reducing the Risk, and Future-Proofing Humanity.
So cool.
And I think we talked about this yesterday, as we have been told that the best we can do is wash our hands and physically isolate. And we've also been told that anybody with an immune system that's compromised is going to be more at risk. But we hear very little about how to bolster that immune system, and that's what the conference is all about.
That's so cool, Ron, because it's so disempowering. Everyone's just waiting for a vaccine and just hoping that the government will figure it out for them. People are just left helpless, and it's such a sad perspective. Whereas when you feel empowered to do stuff yourself, and that's what I'm big on, is just people looking after themselves. Use this time now to get as healthy as possible, so you are prepared. So we'll come into the back, and I look at it. There's two situations. One, you isolate and you get as healthy as you can, and you do what you can so you don't get it. And then the other one is, if you do get it, you don't want to have to go into hospital, so you don't put any burden on the system. Obviously, if you have to, you have to, but the healthier you are, the less likely that you're going to need hospitalization. And they're the two ways that we can flatten the curve in terms of the loading on the medical system. But they both involve the individual participating and being proactive to get as healthy as possible. And that's something that within all of our power. It doesn't matter where you're at, you can always improve. And I'm not promoting a cure or anything like that. I'm just saying, guys, now's the time. Let's get healthy. Let's do it together. That's why I'm so passionate about doing this. So we'll get on to the role.
I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it yesterday too, as we both made the point that one thing is happening, and that is the planet is definitely having a breather.
Yes.
It's healing, and it's a great opportunity for us as a population.
Yep.
If we came out of it healthier than we went in,
yes,
that would be amazing. And the trick is to build resilience. Yeah. That's the key.
Totally. The more we can do that, the better. Definitely. Who's that? Hey, Fiona. Good stuff. Get into it. Get into the foam rolling, guys. So if you're staying with me and you've been doing this every day, you've got the routine down. We're just working from your adductors around, Ron. If you want, whichever thing you need to work on. How's your lower back been, Ron? That's been pretty good.
Yes, it has. It's been great. Look, I start every morning with the salute to the sun yoga movement.
Nice.
And that doesn't matter how stiff I feel, I just get going with that. And that's the beginning of every workout. And then I start going through this rolling routine and a lot of the exercises that I've learned from coming to you over the years. Yeah. I haven't been lately, but it's because I wake up in the morning now around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I literally walk into this room, which is the second bedroom, set up as a gym, and I'm done by quarter past 6, 6:30.
It's so good. I mean, that's as a coach and a trainer, the proudest moment for me, Ron, is when people leave me and they keep training, and they take it on as a lifestyle, and that it just. That's what people think. You want to keep your clients, keep them dependent on you. But man, as a coach, the proudest moment is when someone tells me, I've been keeping this up. So you haven't trained here in the studio, maybe 4 years, 5 years, 4 years maybe. But you've been doing this and sticking.
Yeah, well, I tell you what I do miss, and that is the community, because I do enjoy that. I did enjoy that. I think I was about 20 years older than the next oldest guy. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's not true. If Matthew's
I've got 89-year-old who trains here in the gym, right? You're not 89 yet.
Pardon?
I've got an 87, 89, and an 85-year-old that train here in the gym.
Fantastic! I should join that group. It'd make me feel.
I'll kick your butt, Ron.
But I really enjoyed it. The community that you build is just really special.
It's wonderful, but then you've got to look at your lifestyle. I mean, you've devoted your life to sharing the principles of health with the world, and your schedule is like no one else's I know. There's only so much you can fit in a day. But you doing that 30 minutes at home instead of coming to the gym for an hour, which really is a 2-hour expense by the time you get here and get home and drive and all of that.
Yeah.
And then you maintaining that routine and bringing it into your life is just beautiful. And that's why I'm doing this. Like, I'm doing these things online now while people are at home. If I can help, X amount of people create this routine, and then when things go back to normal, if they can keep the routine, I've done my work. I've made a difference. And I'm finding now that this is so good for all my clients that have been coming here. Now I'm helping them set up their home gym like you've got there, and I'm more connected to them and their personal life at home, because I'm going into their house virtually, but going into their kitchen, going into their home gym space, and they're creating habits that are going to last a lifetime, and they feel so empowered. Like, if I miss the gym, I can just do this here. And it's so beautiful just to know that they're doing that. It's really just, it's what we needed in so many ways. As awful as this situation is, it's such an eye-opener and just such an opportunity to have an awakening to say, I can live a better life and I can do things better. Let's come into this squat, Ron. Let's check out your ankles, knees and hips. Remember, guys at home, if you can't get so, look at Ron's got an awesome squat. If you can't get so deep, just work with it. You want to listen to your body. You want to work with the tissues. You want to nurture yourself. Just breathe into those ankles, breathe into your hips. Exhale, come down. Want to work towards getting more upright and make this a comfortable rest position. We've got the right thigh pushing on the ascending colon, and then you got left thigh pushing on the descending colon. This is the perfect bowel movement position, guys. We want to get it down. I haven't sat on a toilet for, I think, 20 years at least. So, it's just so much.
Yeah, we've got our
squatty potty.
We've got our squatty potty too. Yep.
It's beautiful, Ron.
Makes a big difference. There's actually some great studies out on squatting when you do a bowel movement. And there's some good research to support it, quite apart from millions of years of human history.
Oh, man. Just go to anywhere where they're not using toilets and they can all full squat. Mechanically, it's just so much better for everybody. So we'll come down into the butterfly, open this up. Beautiful. Just breathe into it. And we'll take one leg out. So when I teach this, Ron, and everyone at home, it's just a scanning technique. Like if you've got more time, you can watch the longer versions of this, and there's the posters on the Origin of Energy Start Now page, and you can download those, have them on your phone, and take your time and go through them. And then if you go on Instagram, it's got those posters, but each individual image has a full description of what to do, so you can really learn it for yourself. But in this 15-minute warm-up every day, the 5 minutes massage ball, 5 minutes foam roller, you're just going through and just getting to know your body on the day, because it changes day to day. So we want to get a good feel of how we can work with our body today, and depending on what you did yesterday. So I did some heavy squats yesterday, some deep squats and deadlifts, so I can feel those. So doing those drills. Then we're going to the Pike Run. Don't force this too much. You want to try and hinge in the hip and then come forward, just wherever you're at. Now, if you can get 90 degrees in the hip, round out, come over. That's awesome. So what we're going to do today as well, Ron, we're going to try and finish around 5 minutes earlier than I would normally, and try and speed up things a bit, just so people can ask you questions and we can have a bit more of a detailed chat in the warm down.
Sure.
It'll be quite cool. So after you've done the pikes there, we'll just do these hip moves, guys. Open these up, just working side to side. And just get a feel what's going on in your hips today. We've got lots of squats. We've got the side split stretching. You're going to get the full side splits today, Ron. Band damage. So coming on the back, get a couple there. Open those hips up side to side. Big breath in, breathe out. Nice. So if you haven't already, you can subscribe to Ron's podcast, Unstress. He's interviewed all my favorite people from all around the world. All the people that I admire and respect, Ron's had on his show. It's just phenomenal. And it's just such an amazing resource, Ron, that you've created for the world to just play those podcasts back and listen to these amazing minds and the questions that you ask, just to get that, get all those nuggets out of them, and just expand our minds and help us understand how we can manage this life experience so much better and get more out of it. It's just so inspired by it. It's very cool, Ron. So get these wrists moved, get them warmed up, and we'll get the strengthening exercises. Middle three fingers. So yeah, I've got the website on the image there, guys. So you can go to drronehrlich.com, and then you can read about it. But you can see all the the podcast on stress, and then you've got your amazing book as well, Ron.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad you did it in Audible. I read it, you know, because you gave me a hard copy and I read it, but and then I listened to it again in the audible form. It was great, but just, you know, because there's a lot of content there. There's so much useful information. So we're going to go into these hip stretches. We'll just move along to the touch behind. Just working from the inside to the outside. Hold the inside of the hip, outside of the hip. Don't force it too much, then we'll change it over. Hit the other leg. But that book just, you know, it has everything in it. All the good stuff that people need. It's so relevant. And I normally don't have any hard copy books that I read because I'm just audible all the time, and you send that through. And once I got into it, it was obviously all the stuff that I love, just all in one book. It's very cool.
Yeah, it was quite an experience reading the book, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, because I'd gone through it many times, but I'd never read it from cover to cover.
Yeah.
And it took about 4 sessions of 3 hours to get 4 sessions. No, about 6 sessions to get a 10-hour recording. It was full on.
That's a lot. So let's come up into the hip flexor, Ron. Just have a feel of those each side, like I've got here. Let's get that one going. Left and right, and then we'll finish off with the hamstrings. So it's cool today. This is the first session I've done like this, so might be a little bit off in terms of the time, but usually we go with that 15 minutes. Come up, just have a feel of those hamstrings a little bit more. Nice. And I'm going to give this timer a go, guys. We'll just hear it. I still haven't been able to find something that works on the screen. So I'm going to start the beat when it gets to 17:30. So 2.5 minutes behind, but that's all good. And so yeah, we're going to do, so you'll just follow along. You can do some of those, Ron, and we'll get that going. I just want the timer to sync up with this clock that I've got on the screen. 2, go. Alright, it's a little bit off. So we're just going to circle those shoulders coming up. Right up. Get those little circles, want to activate all those little muscles in there. Then we're going to reach right forward, right back, right up. That's nice. Nice big circles, nice and smooth. And we're going to do some internal, external rotation. Just get some of those. So you're just trying to hit vertical here, that's the goal there. Now if you've got the bands at home and you know the routine that I normally teach, get into that. If you want to learn that, you can go back through my Instagram, have a look there. Shoulders up, and then we're going to go into the dislocates. Now if you do have a band or an extra towel, you're welcome to use that. You can do it without. So we're just trying to get a nice circle coming around, even if you've got a dowel rod, and you're trying to keep stretch as far as you can. And what you want to feel, guys, is those shoulder blades move around the rib cage, right around, coming right forward, right up, shrug those shoulders up, retract those scalps back, come right down and back. Beautiful, one more. Then we're going to go onto the stomach, just do some of those in the cobra position, Ron. So coming down, just coming around, try and get those shoulders around. Remember, if you can't go too far, just hold the cobra, it's 15 seconds. Otherwise, coming around. Awesome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. So now we're going to go onto the back, Ron. Just hit a hollow body. So you may just hold a hollow body to get an activation there. Otherwise, we're going to raise those arms up overhead. Stretch those legs out. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come up now. Oh, actually, stay there. Sorry, Ron. We've got the hip drive. So we're going to do a single leg hip drive. Bring those hips up. Turn those glutes on. And go from leg to leg. Then we're going to come up, rock up. Then we're going to do some single leg toe taps. So some of these, just to try and fire those glutes up. So turning up. Nice. Oh, so not the lunge, Ron, just like this, just a toe tap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just trying to turn that glute on and reach around. All right, then we'll just do a couple of squats, Ron, just get the butt booty going. So you do it nice and slow. If it's feeling good, you can speed it up a little bit, try and squeeze the glutes to the top. And even get a little bit of a jump. Drive those glutes on. Beautiful, we're gonna go into a traction stretch, so we're gonna grab that towel, hold it fairly high. Ron's got his door anchor set up in the corner, he's sorted, he's gonna squat right down, traction out that lower back. Let's get 15 seconds there. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sink right down into it on that exhalation. And we're gonna walk back, Ron. So walk it back, hinge in the hip, drive your butt back, stretch out those lats. Nice, get a good stretch there. Now we turn around, going into a back lever stretch. So you're gonna hold that towel behind you, like that, stretch out the front of those shoulders. Beautiful, Ron. Big breath in, breathe out, sink it down. Nice, stretch it out. And then one more, just gonna bend forward. Don't force this one too much. Gonna come over into that, just folding forward. How's the lower back? Good though, yeah, you're saying? That's
pretty good.
Stretch. So have a breather for a sec, guys, and then we'll go into the hang handstand split warm up. Ron's going to show us his press to handstand. No, it's just good. You got the wall there for it, perfect, man.
Painting down.
No, you just go across the wall, but no, it'll be good. It'll work, I'll show you, don't worry. All right, we're going to go into the dead hang using the towel. Let's go. We're going to traction out nice and deep, Ron. Stretch out. You can keep the feet on the ground. Get nice and close. Just stretch out that lower back. Drive your butt down to the floor. If you do want to make it harder at home, guys, you can take your feet off. So really open up those shoulders. Sink down. Just got 30 seconds there. Traction your shoulders. Remember, you're nurturing your body. Work with the tissues. You want it to feel good. Plank the Pike Run. So into that bridge position, you're going to walk your feet in on the ground. So come down on the ground, slowly walking up, nice and right up. Press, press. Doesn't matter how high you go, guys. Remember that you're working with your body, not competing with anyone but yourself. Just nurture those tissues, activate your body, make sure it's feeling good. Then we're going to go into our side split. So coming up, Ron. About wide, we're going to go into the left leg. 3 smooth reps. 1. Yeah, so go wider and then go over. Yes, step the feet out wide, stay wide, and then just shift to the left. Yeah, so don't just stay wide with your feet. No, don't step them together, just, yeah, nice. Yes, have the feet a bit wider. Okay, now we're going to go to the right. So leave one leg straight and just sink down slow. Nice. That's it, Ron. Perfect. Nice and deep. Get a bit of a pause at the bottom. Get a good stretch. Open up. Beautiful. Awesome, man. That's good. All right, we're going to go back to that towel. We've got our hang shrugs. Sink right down, just shrugging those shoulders. Lock those elbows, sink down, shrugging up, and then stretching out. We're just going to go for the 5 reps there, nice and smooth. Traction those shoulders, keep it smooth. Remember, don't force anything. Just trying to feel those tissues turn on. Feel that stretch, feel that strengthen. Nice, good work. Okay, then we're going to go into our plank to pike. This time it's a reverse, Ron. So you're going to walk the hands to the feet this time. Walk it back. So walk those hands back. Drive that butt up in the air. Keep pressing overhead. Find that nice position. Then we're going to walk it back out into that bridge. Elbows are locked. Warm those wrists up, warm those shoulders up. Prep yourself for your handstands. That's awesome. That's it. Just one in and out. Now, Ron, we've got left leg forward into that lunge, back knee down. We'll keep a nice simple version, back knee on the ground, and just breathing in, coming forward, and breathing out, coming back. So it's hip flexor, hamstring. So go into the hip flexor, stretch, breathing in. Then we're going to go back and stretch that hamstring. Nice. 3 smooth reps with the breath. Beautiful. And then other side. Let's hit that. Breathing in. Big breath in, stretch it out. Breathing out. Stretch out that hamstring. Big breath in. And breathing out. So part of this, doing this with you, Ron, was just to show everyone, like a lot of trainers have contacted me and they're upset that, you know, they're losing their business or whatever. This is working so well for me in groups and everything. And we haven't trained together for probably 4 years, and look at you just joining in, coming along with it all. It's just so doable, guys. So here we've got the hollow arch with this one. So Ron, you're just going to breathe in, arch, and breathe out, hollow. Stretch it out. Big breath in, open that chest up. Expand those lungs. We want to stretch and strengthen, mobilize. Keep that lung tissue super healthy. Keep the rib cage super healthy. Because remember, guys, if you do get corona, you want to be able to get over it. You want to be able to get through it and not have to go into hospital would be ideal. So here, we're going into the down dog, Ron. And then we're going to hollow forward and go into an arch. Keep that back active as you come down, so you're not just jamming those facets in the lower back. And keep the elbows locked though. So, and then you're going to drive back into that down dog. Press up overhead. Nice. Walk the feet in. And then we've got the pancake. So the easier version, we'll just stick with this today, Ron. You're just going to hinge forward through the hip, drive the butt back, slide the hands down the legs coming up. Beautiful. Then we're going to step wider and do another rep with the feet wide. Try and stick that butt out. Hinge in the hip. And then we're going to go again here. Hinge in the hip. Go wider with the feet. That's beautiful. Right, let's get on that hang on the towel. So you're going to face out this time, Ron. So coming down, stretch it out. You see that? And now you get the legs in front, just lift one. You can even bend both legs. Well, face the other way, Ron. Face out. And then you lift the left leg up as high as you can. Nice, careful there. And hold the towel quite high. Right up top. So you do one on each leg. Have a go at each leg there. That's cool. It's pretty heavy duty, but you want to hold that right up near the anchor point so you can traction out. Then we're going into single leg down dog, or you can go at home if you've got your wall handstand. But we're just going to do this one, right? One leg up in the air. Drive that. Beautiful. Then we'll do the other leg. Nice. And then we're going to come up and go into our single leg balance. So we're hinging forward through the hip. So you're going to balance. Doesn't matter how far you go, just trying to balance on one leg. Pick one spot on the floor to look at. If you need to, you can unlock that supporting knee. Otherwise, you can lock it out. Drive forward, the last side. That's awesome, Ron. Beautiful, man. Now that was your first time doing a warm-up with me for a long time, and you still kept up, man. That's hectic stuff. So everyone at home, just get into it. Ron did it. He has, we just flew into this blind today and just got straight into it. It's so cool, man. All right, let's get going. We're going into our handstand practice. So what we're going to do is just come down. Let's do a nice lat stretch here. So you've got the thumbs facing up, rib cage down. Take a nice deep breath in. Sink down into that. Find where you're tight. Beautiful. All right, so Ron, let's give it a go. We're going to try a handstand on the wall. Just a super easy version, so you probably turn around. Just have a watch first. But if you're at home, guys, you're going to try and go through till 32 minutes. So we've got 2 more minutes of handstands. So here you're just going to place one leg up on the wall and then the other one. You don't have to push any further than that, just trying to strengthen and condition the wrists, the shoulders, and shrug up, and then slowly step down. Let's have a look. Yeah, Ron. Lock those elbows. Nice, man. Don't worry about coming up too high. Let's get that. Breathe into it. Get good control. Have a rest. Come right down. Have a rest in between sides. Take a rest. You can go into, just a breather, roll the shoulders. You can do another stretch. Wait. We'll go on the 31-minute mark. Give yourself another 20 seconds and we'll get one more out. It's very cool, guys. If you're at home, just get into your version of the handstand that's right for you, where you're at. You've got to work with your body and work with your tissues and make sure you get a good result. Let's go, Ron. Let's see that. Nice. So ideally on the wall, I like people to just put one foot on the wall and be one step away from the wall rather than walking too much up there, but that's good, Ron. How'd that feel?
Surprisingly okay.
It's okay, man. That's great. Get into it every day, join me, and you'll be walking around on your hands, around the office, around everywhere. All right, let's have a look. We're going to get into our gymnastic strength. You can do your next handstand, guys. I'll just teach this. So we've got a front lever. Now, if you've got full rings, full body weight, you go for that. Otherwise, what you do is you come in close, you're going to lower yourself down on that towel, and you want to be fairly horizontal, and we're just going to squeeze those shoulder blades down the back and hold that position. You're trying to pull towards your hips. If you can at home, what you can do is take your feet off and have them on the door and get that pull there, so that makes it a lot heavier. Just make sure your door's nice and stable if you are going to go for that version. Our second exercise, Ron, just have a look first. Right? Yeah. So the second one's going to, just watch this one. The second one will be the planche. So we're going to come over, protract those scaps, lean forward. Now what you can do is have the hands turned out for the wrists. That's a bit heavy. And just get that nice lean. Just trying to get those shoulders forward. Then after that, you can go into the tuck version and work on that. That's pretty heavy duty though. And then we've got the side splits. So you don't want to go too far. You can have the hands on the legs so it takes some weight off and just kind of go out wide. Just go where you're comfortable there. And then you can work on getting deeper and getting more control there. Then we're just, on our rest period, we're just going to go into some hip mobs. So let's get into it, guys. We're going to hit that front lever. Let's do the version that's right for you. I'm going to have a watch of Ron's as he's doing it, and then I'll join you on the next round. Let's have a look, Ron. Okay, walking close to that wall. Walking as close as you can. Feet together. Squeeze the glutes. Don't throw the head back though. Chin in a little bit. Chin in. Chin to it. Yeah, nice. Feel those scaps, and now you're pulling down on the towel, or the piece of material you got there towards your hips. Holding that, 2, 1. Let's flip over. We're going to go into that planche. That's great. Yeah, don't leave the elbow straight. Flip over onto the ground, Ron. Hit that planche onto the ground. Yeah, man. Nice. No. We're on the next exercise, Ron. Ron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You've got to get the push down. You're falling behind. Okay, no, go. You're on. Okay, shoulders forward. Arms locked. No push up. Elbows locked. That's it, just lean. All right, let's get up into that side split so we keep time with everyone. So coming up nice and wide. Awesome, man. No, this one, Ron. Side splits, Ron. Side splits.
Oh, side.
Pull, push legs. Are you all right? Doing great, man. So try and straighten the legs out a little bit. You don't have to go too far. Just try and straighten your knees. So it's straight leg strength. Yeah, man. Killing it. So go a bit wider with the feet. Okay, then we're going to come down and just do our hip moves. This is our active rest to breathe, relax, chill. And then we're going to hit 3 more rounds after this, guys. Doing great. Doing really well. 10 more seconds. So if you want to get up, get ready to go into this next round, Ron. Alright, hit that front lever. Let's go. If you want to go harder version, have the feet up, squeeze those scaps down and back. Make sure your door's secure. Could be interesting. Get that nice scap squeeze. Holding it there. That's a long 30, geez. The towel grip too is great for the grip, guys. Grip strength's going to go through the roof. Pull-ups would be easy on a bar or the rings if you've been working with the towel. Cool. Let's go into our planche, guys. Protract those scaps. So you're pushing the body up, leaning over. Lock those elbows, hit that nice angle. Beautiful. Good work, guys. If you've been getting into the workouts with me, film yourself, share it, tag me in it. Let's get this out there. Let's get some people healthy. All right. Let's get into our side split. Coming down, guys. So if you need to, pop those hands on the legs. Support yourself, try and straighten the legs out, Ron. Doesn't matter how deep you go. We've got squats in the next workout. Yeah. If the knees are a bit vulnerable, don't go too deep. Remember, we're working with our tissues, taking our time to get them stronger, longer, healthier, more resilient. Nice work. Let's move those hips out. Getting one side. That feels all right, Ron?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, you're in a little bit of darkness there, so I'm having a bit of trouble seeing you, but that's all right.
I'm dark?
Yeah, you're dark.
Ah. That's strange. Maybe.
Ah! There you are.
Oh,
Okay.
now I figured it out. Sorry, Ron. Because you're not seeing the other camera.
That's all right.
You're not getting the better feed. You're getting the camera that's on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Ron. I didn't even check that
That's okay.
I've got another camera hooked up, and that one's what feeds the live feed, and that one looks awesome. But you must be still seeing the other one. That's crap. Sorry.
Yeah, that's much better now, though.
Yeah, I wondered what was going on.
I was doing it on fail.
That's awful. Sorry, man. I should have figured it out. So, geez, maybe his eyesight's getting worse. I think good.
Next one.
Because I can't see that.
Go on, show me the next one.
Yeah. I can't
that's
see
good.
that screen. I can only see the because I got a Canon.
Okay.
I got a Canon camera hooked up, and it looks beautiful. But the web.
That's better. I can now see you.
Yeah. Jeez, man. No, you'll see it after. The other camera just looks so much better than the camera that's on the laptop. That's unfortunate. We're already in 40 minutes and you're not telling me now, sorry. I feel awful.
No, I was following you up to then.
Yeah, you did well, man, considering you couldn't see me. And then when I said you were following me blind, it was what was happening, you were. That's cool.
Something's wrong with the camera as you're getting right down to the floor.
Yeah.
Trick photography.
Definitely. It's all digitally enhanced.
Digitally enhanced.
It's my wife's mastery of Photoshop coming to you live. We're going to hit one more round, guys, of this workout, then we're getting into our main event, pull push legs. We've got our straight arm pull. Let's finish this one off. You're going to go a bit harder. Make sure you don't go through the door, guys. Don't pull it off the hinges. If you've got a lot of weight in it, it's always good to have it anchored on the hinge side. Keep those scaps retracted. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Get a good hold there. Where's that beak? Jeez. Yes. Let's get in. Planche, so leaning right over. Protract those scaps. Condition your wrists. Should be at a point where you feel that there's more and more weight going in, less into the feet. Wow, it's full on. Nice, last side split, guys.
Oh.
How'd you get to there, Ron? Jeez, no cheating, man. Everyone's watching. No hiding anymore. The whole world's watching you. I wish. 8 billion people. No. But it's quite remarkable when you think about it. We've just got this opportunity now to just tap in and help so many people. All right, our next workout, Ron, let's have a look. Can you see me all right there, right?
Yep, I can see now.
So we've just got the horizontal pull, guys, so you can make it harder by coming right in, like that, getting those hips up, squeezing those lower traps. You can even have the feet up and do that. That's quite hard. The door does feel a little bit weak there, so I'm going to push those, but that's pretty heavy otherwise there. Then we've got the planche or the push-up. So whichever push-up works for you guys, you want to make sure it feels good. So maybe just here on the knees, maybe on the toes. Going to get 5 clean reps. You may do the planche style, come right over, nice and deep. Then we're going to do front squats. If you've got a band, you can use a band. Ron, you've got some weights you can use there. Otherwise, if you don't have any weights and you want to make it a bit heavier, you can go with me. I'm just going to do the single leg squats. So I'll do 30 each leg, but Ron, you grab one of those weights for the squat. Let's go, guys, let's get into it. Let's get this horizontal pull done. Squeeze those arms, squeeze that back. Get a good pause at the top, good stretch at the bottom. Really work your back, work your arms. I want to get nice 5 solid reps. Let's turn it over into that push-up. Hit the planche push-up, guys. Right up high, breathing in as you come down. Exhale. Press it up right through. If you want to lean further over, come into it, drive it up. Work it, guys. Make it feel good. It's too easy, go further forward. If it's fatigue, come back a bit. If you're with Ron, you're going to do the weighted front squat. Hold it up on the chest, Ron. Yeah, nice and high. Squatting down, get a good stretch. If you're with me on the single legs, let's hit them each leg. I did some deep back squats yesterday, so paying for those. Not too bad though. 5 out, 1 more. Let's hit the other side. Ron, you're on a rest. Take the rest, take a breather. If you're doing single leg with me, guys, no rest. Got an Italian who was training here before, Marcello's character, and he's always said, rest is for losers. Right, entertaining. Press it up. Breath in. Alright, let's do that next round, Ron. Get into it. How are these feeling?
Is that just a bonus exercise?
Yeah. Nice. So I'm just going to throw my head back so I can see Ron's. Don't use that as a technique for you. That's awesome, man. That looks good. Good stretch. Feel that protraction. And then when you come up, retract. Feel those scaps. Get a nice squeeze in the back. Use those arms. Massive arms, guys. Let's go into your push-ups. Let's build that chest up. Build the shoulders up. Nice big breath in as you're coming down. Pause. Exhale. Press it up. Don't let that head drop. Don't let that lower back sag. Use the breath, guys. Push right up. Right through into that planche position. We were training before. Every rep. Nice, let's get in for those single leg squats or double leg squats loaded, or even just double leg squats, no weight. Just want to work with your body, guys. Let's get good form, Ron. Stick that butt out. Beautiful, chest up. Looks great, man. Solid. Healthy squats, guys. So if you're with me, get that second leg done. If you're with Ron, take the rest. Get that heart rate back down. This is fun, right? Staying hydrated.
Yeah, taking me back out. It's so good to update my exercises.
I know, now you've got a whole new program.
Because I do.
With everyone in the world.
Absolutely. Yep.
It's always more.
Oh, I'm sure. I know that. Yeah. You're an encyclopedia of movement.
I want to be after 20 years. I should be able to do something.
Well,
you never know. Always, people take it easy and just fall into a routine and stop learning, but no way. Life's for learning. Every day, it's always more to learn. Keep evolving. Press right up, Ron. Try and hit that nice high position. Beautiful, man. Good control, don't let that head drop. Get that chest down. Awesome. Those squats. Nice, guys. Make sure you're really driving that hip back. Good form, good technique. Feel those glutes fire up. Keep that core tight. Let's go. Use the breath. Nice. Take the rest, Ron. Another sip. Gonna hit one more round. Massive gains, guys. And stronger than ever. All right, Ron. Let's do it. Last one. If you need to, guys, just walk it out to make it a bit easier on this one, so you can make it more standing style. Just work with your body, work with the tissues, work with your nervous system, work with the fuel that you have, tissue integrity you have. It will build. If you sleep well, eat well, think well, read Ron's book, you'll get it sorted. I only want them to read your book so they get to the part where I'm in it. That's all right. It's just a sales pitch.
You get a very honourable mention.
It's only a sales pitch for myself. It's Test the floor. Good form, good technique. Breathing in, come down. Breathe out. Come up, right up. Last set of squats, guys. On single leg, left leg first. Drive it up. Try and keep that pelvis level. If you're with Ron, keep good form. Not too fast. A good pause at the bottom. Stretch those hips out. Drive it up. Here we go. Last leg, or you're already on a rest. Ron's already finished. Home straight, Ron. We just got core. It's excellent. But how simple is this? You know, look, we've got a towel. You don't even, you know, you can use a tea towel to anchor it. And you've got some floor space and a door. And we're training, you know?
Yeah.
No expensive equipment necessary. No gym memberships necessary. Just results. And, you know, dedication to your own health. All right, let's get some quick core done. We're going to do a scap activation. So again, we're back here, Ron. We've got the arms straight. You don't have to go hard on this. What you're trying to do is just activate one glute, 15 seconds. Activate the other one. Then we go into a bridge. 15 seconds one leg, 15 seconds the other leg. If you want to make it harder, feet are wider, and that'll put a lot more cross bracing in the system. Movement 3 is just a sissy squat. So your knees just go forward, heels stay off. It's only 3 slow reps. Guys, you want to make it harder, you're just going to limbo. You want to be limbo champion, you've got to work for it. Touch those knees, drive it up. Then we've got 3 hip hinges. Drive the butt back. You want to make that a bit harder, leave the heels off. So there's a balance component. Let's hit it up on this next round, this next beat. Let's go, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Leg. If you want to make it harder, reach that leg out the side. Stabilize. I'm going to hit 15 seconds. In 5, 4, squeeze that glute, walk it in closer if it's not hard enough. 3, 2, 1. Change legs. Balancing on that one leg, stabilize. You can do the crossbody one arm one as well. If you want to work that on the next round, forgot to show that. Cool. Then we're going into that bridge. You want to make it harder, feet wider apart. Lift one leg. If you want to make it harder again, lift one hand. Stabilize there. Square it up. Keep that scap stable. Change. Don't force it. Listen to your body. Work with your tissues. Hold that. Maybe you're trying to build tissue tolerance, not hurt yourself. That stress stimulus is all dependent on your recovery. So if you can't recover from the workout, it's useless. It's just more stress. It's beating yourself up. But if you sleep well tonight, eat well today, connect with the people that you love, relax, chill out, you'll get stronger every day. It's just basic. It's all dependent on that. You can only handle the stress that you can adapt to. All right. Guys, drive your butt back. If you want it a bit harder, heels off. Hinge. Want it harder again, you can raise the arms up above the head. That's pretty heavy on the back. I'm going to rest my traps a bit. Stay with the cobra version. Nice and smooth. Try and pause at that end range. Draw those quads up. Beautiful. Shake it out. Let's get another round, guys. So if you want to do the harder version with me, one arm, opposite leg. Get that arm out, activate that scap here. Hold that, balance. So opposite arm and leg, Ron, if you want to give it a whirl and you hold with one. Doesn't matter, either one's good. Shouldn't be too hard, guys. We're looking for the right tonic activation. 15 seconds aside. If we go too hard, we recruit the wrong fibers. I'm going to roof the mouth, jaw closed. That bridge cranking. Come down. You go feet closer together. If you want to make it harder, feet further apart. Stabilize that scap. Hold that there. 3, 2, 1. Change it over. Stabilize. Work that line. Hold strong. Try not to let that butt go up, Ron. Bring the hips down. I can see ya. Alright, sissy squat. Alright, good work, man. Stabilize that pelvis. Remember, you want to stay nice and stable through the lower back when you do these. Don't force it too much. Drive it up. Pull those quads. That's the squats yesterday. I might just stick to 2. Alright. Hinge, drive the butt back. Drive that bottom back. Beautiful. Nice, Ron. Just hinging that hip, so you're not moving the back, just hip back disassociation. Stretch and strengthen those hamstrings. Let's hit this last round. Stabilize one leg, one arm, walk forward, feel that glute. Right, turn it on. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Check that angle, guys. Jeez, I figured it out. What's that beat? All right. This guy. Stabilize. Work it. Last side. These. Stabilize that shoulder. Don't push it too much. Want it to feel good, guys. Square your hips up. Last sissy. Work it. One advantage of having stronger legs than my upper body. These are pretty easy for me comparatively. Oh, not that right. Spoke too soon. Alright, last one of these bends, guys. We're all done. 3. Nice, stretch your nose hamstrings. Drive your butt back. 2. And last one. That's so good, Ron. Thanks for being the guinea pig, man. First one on the show live. And you came out doing these for 4 years with me. And it's so cool. Really just unbelievable. It's just another effort on your part to work towards healing humanity. Putting yourself out there.
It's such a pleasure, Az, and it just reminds me of how many. I mean, I thought I mixed up my workouts, did 4 different rotations in a week or 3, but I should be doing, a rotation like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just reminds me that there's so much to learn.
There's always more. It's always, fascinating to integrate more. But yeah, I've got 6 different workouts going up and they last for a month. So how I work in the studio, we have the 6 different days of training and then we run it for 4 weeks. And every month it changes over. It's in the April version with everyone now. So anyone that's keen to learn the system that I use, I've always said, Ron, copy and write about what I do. The biggest compliment any other person that's in the fitness industry can make to me is not say anything to me, but just knock it off and put it out there because people are in need of this stuff. And I've seen it work over and over again. And just like what we've talked about is that nurturing approach as opposed to beating people into submission and hoping for a result. It's really dependent on those key lifestyle factors for the body to respond and get healthier. It's just so important, and the training is great. I love training hard, but it can be a form of abuse if people overdo it. If you hit the right level though, it's a stimulus and you get stronger and get healthier, which is what we all need. Yeah. Cheers, man.
It's good.
And we did that interview today, so that'll go up soon as well.
Yes, we've got, I'm just going to edit what we talked about yesterday, because after we finished, Az, you made some comments about the carnivore a bit more, the chicken and the pork, and I thought I'm just going to splice that and put that back in.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Because I thought it was so good. I think it was.
I think it's just totally. It's just
really good point.
Look at it from a different perspective and try and open up and see all the nuances within everything. I've got someone here. Thanks, Ron. Look,
that's a pleasure. Thanks.
Maybe we'll hit another day in a week in a couple of weeks so you can learn a different.
That'd be great. Let's do it.
Let's get as many people onto this 9-week program, this online thing that you're doing, this conference. Get them worldwide. More people that can learn how to build their immune system.
Well, it's going to be live streamed, but it's also going to be video on demand. The whole 9 weeks is $295, which is just basically covering our costs. But on Fridays there will be a live panel and Q&A, so people will be streaming in from around the globe. And it is a global event. It's going to be really exciting.
Oh, it's so good, Ron. You know, if we can just bring that baseline level of education just right up and just keep upping the standards of what it means to be a health coach, and then what it means to be a health professional, and then just general population, their knowledge and understanding is just, this is the opportunity for all of us to move forward. Yeah. Thanks, Ron. And like I said, everyone,
thanks, Hans.
Read Ron's book, and then check out drronehrlich.com, get on the podcast, and just get into these workouts. We can make the world a better place. Thank you. Thanks, Ron. You have a great day.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Take care. Thanks, Alex.
Cheers.